We got a developing situation in Buffalo where the bad news now appears imminent for Josh Allen, the Bills, and the Bills fans. Presented by Bud's Chicken and Seafood. Go to budschicken.com. Take a look at this. The numbers have changed significantly since Lamar Jackson's Christmas Day performance. Josh Allen was a minus 900 favorite to be named MVP, and now it's down to just minus 190. Meanwhile, it does not help when opposing NFL coaches talk about Lamar Jackson like this. Listen to DeMeco Ryans and what he said. It's crazy.
Definitely jumps off the tape as the best player I've seen this year. Talk about MVP. He's definitely the MVP.
Meanwhile, Andrew Hawkins on ESPN talking about the reality of this race. Listen to this.
Josh Allen has had an incredible season. His best season in his career and in any other year would be the runaway MVP. But the reality is we're watching Lamar Jackson do things we didn't even think were possible at the quarterback position.
Yeah, like this, doing the impossible again. Christmas Day in Houston. Look at the time he buys. Watch this. Look at him. He's pointing. He's directing. He's avoiding. He's scrambling. He's avoiding again. He is the impossible. Yeah, except for Lamar Jackson, the impossible is nothing. But wait, because this may have already been decided as we continue, presented by X Golf West Palm Beach. Go to X Golf WPB on Instagram. Take a look at this from the NFL on CBS. Very bad news for Josh Allen and the Bills. Every QB with a 120 plus actually won it. Yeah, meanwhile, Emmanuel Acho with the very inconvenient truth. Look at this.
Lamar Jackson is absolutely incredible. He just dismantled a Texans team that embarrassed Josh Allen.
Indeed. Take a look at the numbers for both Lamar and Josh against the Houston Texans. The numbers don't lie. It's not good. Allen did have one of the worst days of his career while Lamar went off on Christmas. Meanwhile, for the season, Lamar played one more game, but still the numbers are huge for Jackson. Yeah, and like I said, the numbers, they do not lie. But wait, because this alone may change your mind completely. Presented by Twin Peaks, your UFC fight headquarters, Twin Peaks. Take a look at this. Emmanuel Acho on FS1 with an absolute bombshell. The words do matter.
Lamar Jackson is the best player in football. I didn't say valuable, but he is the best player in football.
Yeah, and he's not wrong. Frank points it out. Lamar may have been better this year than even last, but he's not having to carry a team. That's where the better versus more valuable comes in. And then Barnard says this, and he is spot on. It just feels that way. Meanwhile, Chris Broussard reminds us all about recency bias. Whoever we saw just play and do well, they stick with us. Listen.
I don't think he even wins the eye test over Lamar now. When Lamar is playing football at a level that is ridiculous.
But wait, did Josh Allen's own line just end his MVP campaign? We continue, presented by St. Lucie Battery and Tire. Go to slbt.com. Take a look at this now from Steph Smalls on Twitter. The Bills' offensive line, did they just jinx their own quarterback? You can't buy him that until he actually wins the award. Meanwhile, Lamar's been jinxed himself. 3 of the 4 weren't even his fault. Yeah. Meanwhile, Andrew Hawkins is back with a fact colder than Buffalo in the wintertime. Look at this.
He's playing at a level of football, again, we have not seen, we didn't think was possible. And if he continues that in the final week of the season to solidify and put a stamp on the fact that they're going to be division champs, it's going to be hard not to give it to Lamar Jackson.
The question is on the board. Question, who actually has the upper hand now in the MVP race? Each time we see these guys in a big national game, it feels like he's the guy. And Lamar just did it on Christmas Day. Josh Allen's got 2 games against bad teams remaining. He can catch up like that. Neither's going to have a national showcase game. There won't be one of those improve your situation. So it comes down to who's going to have a chance to actually continue to play for something. Meanwhile, keep in mind, the point about who's the best player and the most valuable is a valid point. Josh Allen doesn't have a King Henry helping him along the way. With that said, Lamar Jackson does right now have the momentum, and he certainly appears to have the upper hand in this MVP. Poor Bills fans, you guys can never catch a break. Although you may catch a break heading to New Orleans and win it all. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, or reply to all. Remember, every day above ground's a good day. Some are just more questionable than others. Say goodnight to the bad guy.